What is up, guys? Welcome back to ManCave Collectible Reviews, coming at you this week with our weekly toy hunt. Going to be a quick one this week, as last week we spent about all day out toy hunting. Me and Kent Pool. If you missed that one, go check it out. That was last week's toy hunt. Did a little collab video with another really cool local YouTube toy hunter, so that was a lot of fun. Again, Kent Pool, thank you for the time. That was enjoyable. We are going to do some more of those in the future, being we're both down here from the same area. No reason not to. But this week we're going to get out, we're going to see what's on the shelves. We're going to hit up Walmart, Target, just kind of see what's going on there. I've got a really cool haul portion of this video. I'm back into a certain property that I got out of. So if you guys want to see what I'm back into, hang around. And when I say I'm back into it, man, I went with straight heat right out of the gate to get back into it. So you need to hang around to the end, the haul portion. You'll get to see what that is. And as a matter of fact, in this video, we may go pick up almost, I don't want to use the word grail. I think grail's used a little too often in this business, but I'm going to potentially pick up something else that is a very somewhat, I would say probably more rare item and just tough to find due to pricing, you know. So hang around for that. We may film that as well. We got to go to a toy shop for it. We probably won't do like a full toy hunt video, but we may film like picking up this specific item. So again, that'll be coming later on, but we're gonna check out the big box retailers, see what they got on the shelves first off. So right now we're gonna start off here at a Walmart. Let's see what Walmart's got on the shelves and go from there. All right, guys, we are in the toy section over here at Walmart. Just seeing what all they got. We do have a new Allosaurus over here. A little growling action. Pretty cool. It's got a little button on it. I think that's cool. That might be one. I keep saying I'm gonna pick up a lot of these dinosaurs, and then I end up backing out of it. But I really just want like the main, you know, original JP dinos. Those are pretty good there. That Woody and Buzz from Pixar. Really cool. Toy Story definitely getting a little bit of love here. Just kind of moving down. Let's see what else we can find that might be new. Got some Shazam. That might be the first time we've seen him in Spin Master. Got a new Robin, maybe. Spin Master still hanging strong, and now they got the movie figures out here as well in Spin Master. There's some right there. Selena and Batman there. Coming on down into Star Wars, we do got some Princess Leia. That's the one I have. This one I picked up. One of my favorite ones. We got some Flash Gordon in the wrong place. Walmart really blaring the music this morning. Every time I see the apple, I think it's a Bantha from Star Wars. There's the 5-inch My Hero Academias. Those look really, really good. So I wonder if the new DC stuff's going to look about that size. It's going to be the new DC superhero stuff they're doing. There's the Pink Ranger, Yellow Ranger. And then our video game stuff down here. And as we come around, we have Mario stuff there. Fortnite. Masters, maybe some new, I don't know if this is a new 2-pack maybe. You guys will have to tell me. Looks pretty good though. I mean, you know, for what it is. I've not seen that cartoon yet. There's some vehicles from the cartoon. But we do have, you know, Fisto hanging around. Never would have thought I'd see Fisto as a peg warmer. Alright, we do got some AEW up here hanging out. Some Matt Jacksons, Knicks. We got some Nyla Rose. Bunch of turtles. Ooh, we do have the Cody Rhodes Chase figure for the LJN style. Alright guys, we do got some AEW up here. Matt Jackson's, Nick's. I'm looking for the Hogan, and that may give you a little bit of a hint at what I may be getting back into. Oh wow, look at that. There's the Rob Van Dam. He was a cool character. So we want to see if we can find the Hogan. I know got Goldberg back in there. What we got there? We got, was that Alias or Soul Sami Zayn? Oh man. Oh man, there he is. The Hogan. We'll definitely take that home with us right there. So that'll be a keeper. They got a ton of wrestling. A ton of that Series 91 actually, right there. So, yeah, there we go. That's one to take right there. Here we go, guys. We're in the NECA section back here. We got a Shadow Master Shredder. Really nice. Looks like NECA doing a good job of getting a lot of those NECA turtle figures out and about. And then coming on over. Oh, wow, check this out. That is our first time seeing the Best Action Turtles. There we go. Oh, shoot. They got my dude. They got my dude. Oh, man, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I mean, cartoony, yes. I gotta think on those. More Shadow Shredders in there. Got some Terminator motorcycle cop there. Looking good. Some Goliath. Some Garbage Pail Kid wrestlers there. Got a Stone Cold Ultimate Warrior. Couple Migos down there, which we've seen before. With Wonka we've seen, the Mole People we've seen, Toxic Avenger we've seen. We've seen the Invisible Man. There's a Beetlejuice Toonie Terror. I don't know if I've seen that yet, but it looks good. And then Funko Pops the rest of the way. So yeah, let's get out of here. We'll pick up this Hogan and move on to the next stop. Don't you just love when you can walk in a store and actually find something that you're looking for? You know, and that's what we did with Hulk Hogan. He was one that I had set out looking for this week and found him at my first stop. So the luck fell upon me this week, and I'm grateful. Also, I'm looking for the Big Boss Man from the new Elite series that we've been seeing at Target pretty often. I figure now that I'm looking for him, I won't be able to find him, but we'll see. We're going to head to a Target now and see what's on the shelves. I don't know what's happened out here in the Carolinas. I wake up this morning, it's like 36 degrees outside. It's been shorts and t-shirt weather up until this morning. So yeah, we got a little cold snap coming in. So figures go out for a toy hunt. That's what we run into. Anyways, again, if you missed the opening portion of this video, hang around for the haul portion of this video. You're going to get to see kind of what I'm starting to dabble back in, something I said I was getting out of. Obviously, the Hulk Hogan is a little bit of a teaser to that, but you're going to want to see what I picked up. It ain't nothing you're going to find in Target or Walmart, so hang around for that. Anyways, we're getting ready to head into a Target. Let's see what Target's got on the shelves. Hey guys, in the JP section, it is empty. Almost. There's some stuff. There's a restock of the Spinosaurus, the one that we've talked about forever picking up and never have. Got a restock of the Fright figures. That's the second wave right there. So I got a restock of those. The Space Jam stuff definitely needs to go on sale. We got some of the new, are these the new ones? Nope. It's all the older stuff, all the older Mirrorverse stuff. there. Got some of the Masterverse stuff. Sorceress, Masters of the Universe. Need to see if we got a Kane Ultimate figure over here too. Ooh, look what I spot. And maybe a Kane Ultimate. You know, we've been looking at these forever. Roman Reigns. There he is. Got a Kane Ultimate. So I guess we'll be picking that up. And then there's the Undertaker. But I don't know if this is the version I want though. I don't think that's the version of Undertaker that I want. But look at there. The Big Boss Man. Definitely one of my favorites growing up. Probably one of my brother's favorites, but definitely one of mine. So we'll pick him up. Let's see what else we got in here. Got Goldberg, Hurricane, Bob Orton. Don't need none of those. Carmella. Put on a pretty good show at WrestleMania. Oops, making a mess though. Alright. Kind of skipped over the Star Wars. Let's take a look at what we got. 3 3/4. Emperor Palpatine back in there. Quill. And Black Series. Lando and Zero. We did have some Masterverse. Got so excited about the wrestling, I just skipped right over all the Stinkors here. And a Scareglow as well. Making a massive mess, though. But you know, as I say, always good toy hunters, you have to clean up your own messes, right? Let's make sure we get our messes cleaned up. And we got some Shockers still hanging out. Got a couple Legends. Bunch of America Chavez, a couple G.I. Joes, got some In Space Phantom Rangers, In Space Pink Rangers. Oh man, look at here! Look at that's a new one I don't think we've seen right there. Got the new Big Batman, Clayface, Titan Joker. They got it all here. A whole bunch of those.
So yeah, so it came in today, but I can't tell it. So
Silver Streak up here.
September 9th.
Got some Legacy, Bulkhead, Transformers 86 movie stuff.
That was the only one that they got.
Check this out, guys. I can't buy it because it's street dated, but look what we got. Me and a guy standing here in the aisle, just disappointed right now. We can look at it, we can take a picture of it, but we can't buy it. All right, guys. Here is the Neca Target section, so we'll see if they got anything cool over here. That Batista, man, that Batista. Ooh, that's new right there. That's something new. The She-Spawn. Haven't seen her out and about yet. So we'll put that over here. Because that's something I don't know. I'm undecided on She-Spawn. I think she looks really good, but I don't know if she's something I want or not. And then coming on down. Go ahead. No problem.
Thank you.
And we got some. Nothing really over here. I guess here's our Holothon. So this is pretty cool. I haven't seen the Elvira yet, but there's the signature edition Elvira. They got her in like a clear protector box. They got the big Alf down here. So yeah, pretty cool looking there. All right, guys, so as I said, we are at Needless Toys and Collectibles. We're coming out here to pick up something kind of cool. There's Needless if you need their information. They do have a website now with some stuff on it, so if you want to check out their website, I'll try to remember to put a link down in the description of that, but if not, you can get to it from their social media pages, which is on last week's video. We did like a full hunt here. So we're not going to do a full hunt of the store. We're just going to kind of film a quick little thing of what I'm picking up because it is just so cool. But anyways, there it is, Needless Toys and Collectibles. Let's head inside and get our stuff. All right, guys, so here we are in Needless. I'm going to tell you what's coming with me is in this cabinet. It's one of these right in here. Can you guess what it is? Do you want to guess what it is? Ding, 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 ding. Yes, that right there is coming with me. That right there is the Demolition. Those are coming home with Daddy. Now I'm sounding like Century TMC. Check him out, by the way, if you hadn't. Century TMC. He's my dude. He's a good toy hunter. But I don't think he's found anything this cool this week. All right, guys, so as we said, we're not going to film all of Needless because that's on last week's video. So if you want to see what they got in the store, check out last week's video. But they did get in a pretty cool shipment today of some new import stuff. So if you're interested in this stuff, give them a call. Also, got some Legacy over here. So we got some Insecticons. We got some start of the Minosaur. We got Drag Strip over here. Got RC. More Insecticons, and so they have multiples of each of these. Got up top up here, we got the Laser Optimus Prime and the Galvatron. So as you guys can see, these are basically retail price. So you know, you definitely, if this is something you need, if this is a hole you need to fill, do that. Come over here, we got some Robotech. That's an awesome little, I guess we call it a statue, Tracy? Is that called a statue?
It's a statue.
Or diorama? It's kind of a statue. That is very cool looking, extremely detailed. And they just recently got in some of the Bandai Legacy Power Rangers figures, which, if you guys know anything about Power Rangers, these are pretty hot items right here for a Power Rangers collector. So yeah, just a couple things I just wanted to throw out there that is new, that was not in last week's video. Again, if you're interested in any of this stuff, hit up Needless Toys and Collectibles. I'll throw their information in the description down below, and these guys will hook you up. All right, guys, that is it. The toy hunt is complete for this week. We got an amazing haul here. You're gonna want to stick around for this. If you've not already figured it out, which I'm sure you have by this point in the video, I'm back into wrestling. I should have never got out. It's one of my favorite things. As a kid, I thought I was all the wrestlers at some point in time in my life. I even went through a period of time where I left a toothpick in my mouth because I thought I was Razor Ramon. So Shawn Michaels, all these guys are just some of my favorite. The LOD, you know, Demolition. A lot of those, by the time I was watching wrestling, were already kind of at the end of their careers, or maybe even ended their careers. But because I was such a fan, I just constantly was reading Wrestling Magazine, trying to read up on wrestling history. So a lot of these different tag teams from like the late 80s, especially the early 80s, but late 80s as well, they became favorites of mine, really more just through my investigation rather than getting to watch them wrestle, because by the time I was a kid and I was old enough to know what was going on, they were pretty much done with their careers. In fact, some of them probably had even passed away by that point. But now in my adult life, I've went back and watched a lot of their matches. Obviously, YouTube and different avenues, WWE Network, which is now Peacock. You're able to go back and watch a lot of this old stuff, which is really cool as well. So you're able to catch up on a lot of that history you might have missed as a kid. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to focus my wrestling collection a lot more this time. Rather than trying to pick up everybody and everything, I'm really just going to focus on the characters from WWE that really meant a lot to me. I'm not going to go with AEW. I love AEW. I think it's a really entertaining thing to watch, but I don't have any nostalgic value with AEW. So, you know, we'll continue to cover the figures as they come out and that type of thing, but I'm not going to pick them up where last time I was trying to pick up every series, all the characters in every series. It was just too much. So I'm going to dial it in and just focus on the characters that really mean something to me and that I was fan of as, you know, a kid as well as an adult. So some of these characters even transitioned over into my adulthood. Obviously, guys like Undertaker, you know, have wrestled for a long, long time. Triple H wrestled for a long, long time. So these are guys that I'll be trying to pick them up as well. So enough babbling. Let's get into the haul. So I'll start with a couple things. You guys see me pick these up. We got the Elite Collection Hulk that was able to find there in Walmart. I think this is a great looking figure. A really cool wave. This has got the Rob Van Dam in it, Bianca Belair. We got Kevin Owens, Austin Theory. There's a handful of good, modern current wrestlers in this line, but obviously the Rob Van Dam and the Hulk Hogan to me are the two coolest ones. I wasn't a massive fan of Rob, so I didn't pick up his figure, even though I thought he was cool. Then you got Kane, who I was a massive fan of. I think this is his ultimate. We've been seeing this for months. I've been wanting it, even though I haven't been collecting wrestling, but now that I've decided getting back into wrestling, there's no reason to not pick it up at this point. I have to. So we got the Kane Ultimate. And then a favorite of me and my brother growing up, the Big Boss Man. I thought this was a great looking figure here. Another pretty cool wave out there. You got Randy Orton, Big Boss Man, Bronson Reed in that, Reckoning, Jey Uso, Mustafa Ali. Some of these current guys I don't know as much about as a lot of the older characters like this. But yeah, this was definitely one I felt like I needed to pick up. So I got a lot of stuff to show here, but we'll go ahead and kind of cover all the wrestling now. So if you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen this. I went to Needless and I picked up the Legion of Doom or the Road Warriors loose. These two guys look absolutely amazing. Probably two of my favorite figures in my entire collection at this point. I love these two figures. They look so good standing on the shelf. I actually picked up also the two boxed ones. There were two that were in package. I picked those up for a friend of mine, Mr. Syntastic. He's another YouTuber. If you guys have not checked him out, go check out Mr. Syntastic. Has one of the coolest collections you've ever seen in your life. Does a lot of toy hunting. But I picked him up the box version of these. And I knew I was going to be unboxing them anyway. So I was like, you take the box version. I'll take the loose ones. It only makes sense. Instead of me going and defiling the box versions and unboxing them, which is what would have happened had they not had the loose versions. I probably would have went ahead and got the box versions for myself. But hey, looking out for you, Mr. Syntastic, letting you have the box versions on that. But these guys are awesome. Also over at Needless Toys and Collectibles, they had Luke and Butch. This is the Bushwhackers, who had the absolute most stupid looking walk that we've ever seen in our entire lives. But it was something cool and entertaining about it at the same time. I can remember me and my brother running around the house doing the stupid thing with our arms. Again, just nostalgic. And I think they killed it with these two figures. And I got these loose. They're kind of hard to find with their hats. So it was cool that they had their hats. Again, Needless Toys coming through with some straight fire in the wrestling world. I kind of decimated Needless Toys wrestling cabinet this weekend. So, sorry about that, Tracy. But hey, it is what it is. It's good for your business and it's good for my collection. So, yeah, we picked up the Bushwhackers. Now, here is where it gets really crazy. We got Demolition. If you don't know about these figures, just head on over to eBay and check out the 3 Demolition figures from Mattel. These things look amazing. They've got their hoods, their hats, whatever we're going to call these things here. Obviously, they come off to reveal the amazing paint and face sculpts on each one of these guys. So, again, another one of those just classic 80s, I guess probably in maybe 70s, but definitely 80s tag teams here in Demolition. When I seen these over at Needless, they had a fantastic price on them. I actually passed on them yesterday. Ended up going back over there today and working out a deal with Needless to go ahead and pick these up. Nothing like, you can always go out and buy these figures online, but number one, you're supporting your local toy shops. And number two, you get to see the figures in hand. So you don't have to question, is there something wrong with a joint? Is there bad paint scuffing somewhere on on their face or something like that. So it's always cool to pick up a figure and be able to hold it in hand before you spend, money on it. So we got Demolition. Next up, we're going to go with another really cool tag team here. We've got Typhoon and Earthquake. These are some big boys right here, and they're big figures. They are really big, actually. I love the way they did these. I think they scaled them perfectly. When you put them up beside another 6-inch figure, like a regular size human in the line, these guys look fantastic from a scale standpoint. So again, just kind of continuing to pick up, these 80s tag teams. I think that's just going to be a really cool kind of strategy for my wrestling collection. Obviously, I'm going to get some singles as well, but I think it's really cool just having the tag teams to kind of start my collection off. And speaking of a couple singles, we've got the Sergeant Slaughter. I want to say this is like his Hall of Fame. I can't remember exactly when this figure come out, but I think it came out like 2011, but it's based on like is it 2004 Hall of Fame? I can't remember. If somebody knows, you can tell me down in the comments, but obviously classic Sergeant Slaughter, looking really good. Got his whistle around his neck, really perfect condition. He's going to be awesome. You got to have a Sergeant Slaughter in your collection. And then Kamala, I have no clue, but as a kid, I absolutely loved this guy. I thought he was just one of the coolest looking wrestlers out there. I don't know why looking back, but because of the nostalgia factor, I picked him up. So we got Kamala. His headdress comes off, and you got a really nice face sculpt and paintwork there on him. So he looks really good. So there we go. I believe that is it for our Mattel wrestling pickups. We do got some more wrestling pickups, however. So another wrestling line that I really wanted to pick up, and it's again from a nostalgic factor, was the WWF Hasbro line that ran in the early 90s. So I had some of these figures growing up, and there was a lot of figures that I wish I would have had growing up that I didn't get or wasn't able to get as a kid. So I figured I'll get some that I had, and I'll fill some gaps that I never had, actually. These were two that I never had. The Road Warriors, they are two of my favorite, as we've already talked about. So we went ahead and started off our Hasbro WWF collection with these two guys. I figured it's only right to go ahead and pick two of your favorites and grab them. And I've been looking for some time, the last several weeks, been trying to look for some either mint condition. On card would be fine. I don't mind paying the extra premium to get them on card as long as they're mint. Or if I could find something loose that was pretty close to mint, near mint. I've noticed a lot of these have missing spikes on them, or the spikes are just so roughed up there's almost no black on them. Well, I happened to find two that were in very, very good condition, and I purchased them. They have all their spikes. No spikes are broken off. There is a little bit of paint loss, but it's extremely hard to notice it. A little bit right here on Animal, right across his kind of his mohawk there. But it's just a dab of... I don't know how well you can see that. It's a little dab right there on the corner of it. And then on the tip of just a couple of the spikes you can see there's a slight bit of black paint loss, but they're all there. These look really, really good. Their actions and stuff still work. So, I was very, very happy about picking these two up to start off that Hasbro WWF collection. So the last wrestling thing we'll talk about, and then we got some other things we're going to talk about as well, that's come in. I did go ahead and pick up the new Mattel Retro 4-pack. This has got the Mean Gene, the Cowboy Bob Orton, Mr. T, and Rowdy Roddy Piper. I'm not going to take these out of packaging. I'm assuming probably most people have seen this by now. If it's something you're interested in, you would probably have already seen it. But these sold out, so I had to go out on the secondary market and pick it up, which is fine. I did see they have already started soliciting the Wave 2, which is like the Heart Foundation is going to be in there. So I'll definitely try to jump on that at retail price. But that will go ahead and start off that new Mattel kind of retro style looking figures. There is what they look like on the back. So those should go in really, really well with the Hasbro WWF figures from the early 90s. So I think you'll be able to pose them on the same shelf, and probably the scale should match up pretty close to, what these original ones look like. So let's go ahead and talk about some other things that I picked up. You guys know I like Jurassic Park. I don't think you can quite see it, but right up here across the top of this shelf, I've got some of the Jurassic Park from the Legacy Collection, the 3.75-inch stuff. Well, my wife was at a toy swap last weekend, and
no, that's crazy.
Look what she found.
He's absolutely out of his mind.
How cool is that? So she picked this up and surprised me with it.
Object. Whatever it did it all. But with the key checks off, the computer didn't find the keystroke, so the only way to find them now is to go through the computer's lines of code one by one.
So supposedly, I guess this kind of gives a hint at what happened between like when he said that and when the raptor kind of come through the wall. So I don't know. I need to listen to them all, but this is a really, really cool set. I think I'm going to have to leave this in package. You know me, I'm not an in-package collector. I like to take things out of package, but this one here is so cool. Every time you open it up,
I can have power back on the entire park.
every time you open it up, you get he says something different. There's about 4 or 5 different things that it kind of goes through, and he says, lights up. It's just a really, really cool set. So we'll probably pose it just as it is right here, leave it in packaging. I don't see any reason to pull it out, but we will go ahead and add it to the Jurassic Park shelf. So shout out to the wife for picking up something really cool for me. And then shout out to my boy JB's Toy Trunk. He was on the lookout for a Clayface for me, and he came down last weekend and brought Clayface for me. Now, we've seen Clayface out and about since that time, but he already had me one, so that's why I hadn't picked it up. But thanks again for picking this up for me. Really happy to have this guy in the collection. I'm not a DC Multiverse collector per se, but I am going to collect a lot of the bigger figures, a lot of the characters that I just really enjoy. I enjoyed as a kid, I enjoy as an adult from the DC universe. So Clayface is obviously one of those. I've got Swamp Thing over there. I think both of these look really good. So we'll get the Man-Bat when it comes out. We picked up the Titan Joker. So it's probably going to be a lot of the bigger figures that can kind of pose with some of my Batman Mayfix figures. I think scale-wise, they'll all kind of work out pretty well. So guys, I believe that is it for this week. If I missed something, we'll cover it on next week's Toy Haul. I had a really fun time this week, even though we only hit up two shops. You know, we went out to Needless. You got to see kind of some new things Needless has got in stock. You got to see me pick up Demolition. Obviously, the wrestling pickups were just amazing pickups, in my opinion. You can let me know, down in the comments below what you thought of them. Let me know who your favorite tag team is all time. Who's your favorite all-time tag team? It'd be really cool to kind of get some wrestling talk down in the comments, something we don't talk about a whole lot. But most of us, if you're in my age group, if you're somewhere between, 30 and 50, you're probably going to have some type of memory of watching wrestling as a kid. It just was a big thing when we were kids. So, yeah, let me know down below. Who was your favorite tag team? Who was your favorite all-time wrestler? Really be cool to hear that from you guys. My favorite all-time wrestler, Shawn Michaels, hands down. Favorite tag team, Legion of Doom. Like I said, I didn't get to watch them a lot as a kid, but I got to read a lot about them, and I've done a lot of homework on them ever since. And over time, they have just become my favorite tag team that ever existed. So drop those comments down below. Hit that like button for me. It helps get this video out there for other people to be able to see. We just recently passed 8,000 subs, so thank you guys so much for sticking around with the channel and hanging out with me. It's just a cool thing that we've built here. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Love to have you as part of the ManCave Collectibles team. For this week, guys, that is all. I hope everybody comes back and joins me again next week for another toy hunt. Have a great rest of your weekend.